The story of the crow. There was once a crow in crowdom who thought he was the most beautiful of birds. He would sit in a tree with all the other crows day after day and shake his wings so that his feathers would gleam in the sunlight. "I am such a lovely color," he would say to anyone who listened. Then he would throw his head back and laugh. One morning, he looked out through the branches and saw another bird, a very different kind of bird, strutting across the grass. This bird had a long, long tail that dragged behind him. The colors of its tail twinkled in the early light. Then, all at once, the new bird lifted his tail and spread it out wide like a gigantic fan. The crow gasped. Never had he seen such glorious feathers. The rich blues and greens seemed to glow, and on the tip of each feather was a magnificent colored eye. The crow stared after the bird as it strolled away, and then just sat there in silence. Finally, the crow looked down at his own wings. "What an ugly, dull bird I am!" "Ooh," he crowed. "Why can't I be like that bird?" As soon as he said this, he knew he would be something else. He bent his head, snatched one of his feathers in his beak, and pulled. Again and again he plucked and tugged, until at last he had removed every one of his own feathers and sat there completely naked. With one great swoop, he flew down from his nest and searched for the new bird. For days, the crow followed the beautiful bird. Every time an old feather dropped from him, the crow snatched it up and stuck it into his own skin. Soon, he had bright green-blue feathers sticking out of him in every direction. "Now," he said to himself, "I am beautiful, too beautiful to live with plain crows." So the crow moved in with the flock of new birds. When the peacocks found this strange and ugly bird amongst them, they shrieked and pecked at him. They chased him away. The crow could not live with the peacocks. He flew back to crowdom. When the crows saw this strange and ugly bird, they also shrieked and pecked at him and chased him away too. So now the crow sits in his nest all alone with no one. And no one admires him, not even himself.